Hey y'all, this is Jessie with our latest episode of Gun Gals Live. We have a fun show planned for y'all and are excited to get to it. But first, let's run through our panel of lovely ladies. Tonight we have Stacy. How are you?
I'm good.
And we also have Arminthia. How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Doing good. If you would like to join the Gun Gals panel, we would love to have you shoot us an email at info@gun-gals.com for more info. Before we get started, we want to give a huge shout out to our awesome Patreon supporters, Clover Tack, Ghost Tactical, GA Trucker, Tardot 357, Angry Haycutter. Thank you for your support to Gun Gals. Let's see. So tonight we have a lot of awesome topics. This episode we are calling This Is Me. And this is something that kind of holds near and dear to a lot of ladies out there, especially us. Everyone has at some point had issues with diets, self esteem, things like that. So we decided that the month of September, we're going to do a series talking about diets, exercise, body image, and why we think it's important. So let's get started with Arminthia. Where are you at with body image and self-esteem?
Where am I at? That's a good question.
I didn't mean to throw you on the spot.
Where am I? I can tell you that for me, it comes and goes. Um, I okay. I have to tell you, I'm one of these people that I can be comfortable in my skin most days. Um, from time to time, I have my down days where it's like, oh, okay, I just feel so blah, blah, and it's hard to get over it. Even at my heaviest, though, I mean, I could find a way to love myself and be comfortable with myself. Right up until somebody says something and it catches you the wrong way, and you're like, oh, am I really that fat? Oh, am I really that big? Oh, you know what I mean? So, yeah. But um, if any of you follow me, you've seen my pictures that I've been able to post here lately. So those
Are
definitely help.
you talking about the really awesome Instagram photo?
Yes.
Yes.
um, yes. I'm down 60 pounds. Since January. Since January, I'm down 60 pounds. The scale is still moving. I still get to where it's hard to get motivated. Oh my gosh, I've wanted a cupcake for the past 3 days, and no one will get me one. But to be able to post a photo like that and then to be able to look at it and be like, hey, oh my gosh, is that really what I look like? You know, it kind of brings some perspective into it. So,
Well, that is really awesome. And we are super proud of you for being able to go through this and
Oh,
stick to
definitely.
it because I'm living vicariously through you because the diet you're on, I sit there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I would survive. My stomach would think I'm starving or something. But you're totally my hero right now, girl.
well, once you get on it and you're doing it, it's totally different, and your body adjusts to it. See, things that people don't realize about me, at my heaviest, and in that photo where you see the comparison at my heaviest, I was only about 4 pounds away from 300 pounds. I mean, that's a lot.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
I
a lot.
I did not know that you were that close. But
Yes.
even in that photo, you don't really look like you're that close to
No,
300.
I would have never guessed it.
But
Yeah.
but yes, that's why. And so that, I mean, I'm one of those that this particular this month, all of these things hit really close to me. They hit so super close to me, especially when it comes to our concealed carry, when it comes to our self esteem, the 2A community, the way we're perceived. I mean, it totally. I'm all right there.
I'm totally with you there too. How about you, Stacy?
I'm not too self-conscious about mine. I mean, I'm not really big. I mean, sometimes I'll go to like stores and I'll see certain shirts that I want to buy, and I'm like, oh, that won't really look good on me. But for the most part, I'm not really self-conscious on it. More worried about when I get my conceal carry, how figuring out which things I want to wear, because most of my area I have a problem with probably my stomach area. But I worry more about trying to find stuff that's going to look good. So I don't really care what other people think, really. I mean, I care what I think, and so I don't. I'll see pictures like he'll take pictures like me shooting and stuff. I'm thinking, nope, not posting it. I don't look good in that picture. But other than that, I'm not really self conscious about it or have any self esteem about it. I'm just, if I can lose about 40 pounds, I'd be happy. But I'm not too self conscious about it. But
For me, I've always had issues with my body image. In school, I was bullied for being, a fat kid and everything else. And so ever since elementary school, I've always had a twisted look on my own self image. And so by the fifth grade, I was dieting. By seventh grade, I was taking diet pills. Um, and it's funny because after I gained weight from having kids, I look back at pictures where at the time I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so fat. And then, after having kids, it's like, man, if I could go back to how I was then, I would totally take it. But it's taken me a really long time to be able to like myself and how I look. And it wasn't until after I had my third child that I started really learning to not care about what other people think and be happy with myself. And it more became an appreciation that I got to wake up in the morning than if I could just lose this 5 pounds or 20 pounds or 50 pounds, however much it was, then I could be happy. It took me a long time going down the road of learning to accept me for me, if that makes any sense.
makes total sense.
It really does. It makes total sense. So
Now, why? Okay, so for our second part, why do we think body image and stuff like that is so important?
are we talking about in the 2A community? Are we talking about in general?
You can phones running to work. Okay, one of y'all say something.
I
Something.
was.
Okay. Okay, so with the 2A community, why is body image so important, and our size and our shape?
Well, I'll take this one first. I just did a video. First of all, for us, it's always a topic. What is your carry? How do you carry it? And everybody has everybody has an opinion. And not everybody's built the same. Not everybody carries the same piece. Our shape, our size, regardless of what you think we might look like. Once you take off some clothes, sorry, but it's true. We are not the same shape. We are not the same size. And for me, a holster on my hip just does not work for me. It's uncomfortable. So, I just, as I get smaller, that may not be as big of an issue, but like right now, my hips are really wide. So, as they slim down some more, hopefully, that will not be as big a deal. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, and that's my thing now, because I don't really wear a lot of belts. I really prefer not wearing belts. So I'm thinking, okay, well, if I get a holster, I have to have a belt. So I've been looking at other things to do, like the belly bands or the different types of areas, to figure out what I would like once I start carrying.
For me, with all the different sizes and changes that my body's gone through in the past couple of years, just from having kids, that's really why I fell in love with my femme fatale holster, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what size I go up to or down to. It's going to fit me comfortably, and I don't have to worry about having kids and a piece of Kydex holster pushing into my love handle or the mom roll that I get from time to time when I sit down. So that's why I like it.
I don't know. One of the other things that I talk to my husband about this a lot, because it really bugs me. To see these photos of these half naked women with these firearms.
Mm-hmm.
It bugs the crap out of me, because if we are truly trying to get real women into the gun community, I hate to tell y'all, I don't look anything like those women.
Me neither.
And
Me
so who wants, there's one on YouTube too who goes out, she's half dressed, and she's basically, in my opinion, out there for guys' attention. Well, first of all, that's not what I'm out there for. But if that's what it takes to get likes or subs or whatever, I'm not about that life. I'm never going to look like that. I may have looked like that. Well, no, I didn't even look like that then. But it's just, to me, it's unrealistic. It's extremely unrealistic. And so ridiculous for us to have to look at these half naked women and think, would you put your wife next to that? Seriously. And say, honey, I need you to go to the gun range looking like this today.
I was about to sit there and say, do any women actually want to wear something like that when going to the gun range? We went to the Gun Gals range day, and the clothes that we had were already having issues with brass flying. Well, me personally, I had brass flying down into my cleavage, and I was wearing a t-shirt. I couldn't imagine what kind of brass burns I would be getting if I was wearing something that looked like I barely had a shirt on, or where else I would have brass flying if I had on some shorts that weren't covering much. I would never go to shoot a gun wearing anything like that. But that's probably, I'm an oddball, which is totally fine. But
well, first of all, I'm going to cover up because, first of all, hot brass burns. It hurts.
yeah,
So, okay, if you're going to go to a range, would you not dress appropriately to go to the range?
You would think.
You would think. I mean, seriously now, come on. The other thing, I mean, I can't imagine any of your wives out there saying, "Hey, honey, let me put my underwear on and let's go shoot some guns."
My husband would be perfectly fine if I said, "Honey, let's go out there and shoot naked." He'd probably be like, "Okay."
My husband's actually sitting here across from me. So, honey, I'm going to go wear a thong and go shoot some guns.
So am I.
That didn't really go the way I thought, but you know that. Oh, you're just going to wear the thong. Oh, okay.
Gotta get a nice center for all that will go with them.
Oh, okay.
Is he talking about flip-flops? Thongs?
Are you talking about flip-flops or the one that's going to go in between your butt cheeks?
That's the surprise.
That's the surprise.
Anyway, but my point is, though, that for a lot of us who are really wanting to encourage other women to become part of this community and stuff, I think those are steps in the opposite direction.
It really is, and I think that's what really helps us is we're showing real women in everyday life. It's not how little my wardrobe can get. It's showing that we're real moms, we're real sisters, everything else, and we dress appropriate for whatever we're doing. So I think that for some channels, sex does sell, but you have to be honest about what you're reaching for. Are you reaching to bring more women into the gun community, or are you just reaching to get those viewers who are 99% male?
Viewers.
Yeah.
Don't get us wrong. We love you guys that are supportive. We absolutely love this. But
we do.
We want your wives to come in and join us. That's what we're here for. Most of you have wives out there that already shoot, or they're already part of the community. They're just not wanting to be as out there as we are. We want them out there joining us. We want them out there making videos. We want them out there, showing their photos with their carry pieces, doing what they do, saying we are women. We are a part of this community too. So.
Absolutely. And for any of the guys out there listening who haven't told their wives about our ladies only Facebook group, you definitely should tell them that we have a ladies only Facebook group and we would love to have them join us for conversations there.
Absolutely.
I've gone out there and shoot like in the summer and like shorts and a tank top because it's been really hot, but that's about the most of what I would wear.
I think all of us have done that, though.
Yeah, if it's that hot, I'm staying inside. But I'm in Texas, to be fair.
Yeah.
And my range is outside.
Mine too.
So.
I don't know. The indoor gun range that we went to, it wasn't much better.
It was pretty warm in there. Yes.
Yeah.
It was.
And you get all that lead dust blowback that ends up getting all over you and sticking because you're sweating. So I don't know which would be more beneficial in the hot days, honestly.
We usually wait till at least the evening when it's starting to cool off a little bit Like not when it's like 115, but still when you got the sun out there, it's still a little warm.
Now, talking about body image and everything, how is it shopping for you ladies? Is it something that you enjoy doing? Is it something that it's kind of like, ugh, I gotta go do it? Because there's sometimes that I go shopping and it's one of those ugh moments because I know that nothing is really gonna fit either up top or on my hips. How is it for y'all? Let's start with Armentia.
Of course.
Love you, honey.
Yes. Well, over the past several years, with my weight being kind of on the large side, Cato's has been like my go-to shopping place. But even here lately, well, I tell you what. Back before we went to Wanamaker, I had to go buy new blue jeans. Had to go buy new blue jeans just to go to Wanamaker. So when that happened, I went to where I normally go buy jeans, and there's this new fashion thing out called jeggings. If you don't know what it is, basically it's blue jeans that are tight. What is it? Oh, there's a.
They're like
They're,
the leggings,
they're like
but they're
leggings, but
jeggings.
they're made to look like blue jeans, but they're
There
basically
you
Yeah.
go.
leggings.
There you go. See, I'm not hip into fashion. I'm a blue jeans and t-shirt type person. Anyway, these are the most ridiculous things ever because if your legs are kind of slender, but you have wide hips and a large hind end, and then you're kind of big on the top too, you look like a blow pop by the time you put this on. Okay? Seriously.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm serious.
Not.
And that's what I was like, oh my gosh. And I seriously went to like, I think I went to like 4 different stores trying to find freaking blue jeans just so that we could go to Oklahoma. Okay? Finally, I found some jeans. And now they're actually loose on me. And I refuse to go buy some more. I'm going to wear these things until my belt won't hold them up. That's just how much I hate shopping. Now, a t-shirt, I can buy a t-shirt. I can buy a t-shirt online and be fine with it because I'm not a fancy person. Jeans and t-shirt. Shoes, I can go buy shoes. No big deal. Pants, oh my gosh, I hate buying jeans. I hate buying jeans. My scrubs, I can buy scrubs online. Love buying scrubs online. No big deal. But as far as my jeans, no, I absolutely hate it. It's depressing. It's ridiculous. It's just, no, not going to do it. And do you know how many times I've told people I refuse to look like a blow pop? I will not. And I spent more on jeans to go to Wanamaker than I've ever spent on jeans in my entire life. I know. But, oh my gosh. So.
How about you?
I was going to say, did that answer your question? I'll get off my soapbox now.
How about you, Stacy?
I do have one pair of jeggings. I didn't buy them. Someone gave them to me. But I don't have, like the big hip or the big butt. So I wear them every now and then. I just don't wear them very often because they don't have pockets.
Okay, do we like her? She says she doesn't have hips or butt.
Mine's just my stomach. If I can lose my stomach, that's basically where everything is like my stomach area.
Okay. I'll take that.
We'll give you a pass. We'll
Yes.
give you a pass.
Well, thank you. But it wouldn't matter if I was 100 pounds or the weight that I am now. I hate to shop. I mean, it doesn't matter what size I am. I just don't like to shop. But, when I do go shopping, it's not. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to buy this. Don't look good on me because, I do have a stomach and stuff. But I can't order shirts online because every place you get it from, they're all different. And I don't have just a stomach. I'm big on top too. So I got to take that into factor because it might fit the rest of me, but it's not going to fit the very top of me. But so I don't buy stuff online because I'll just have to send it back. But I usually just buy regular T-shirts, and I need to buy some jeans. I just hate to go shopping, so I don't want to.
I hate shopping for jeans. I've always hated shopping for jeans. And it's not even just jeans, it's just pants in general. It's either too tight in my thighs and loose in my hip and butt area, or it's really tight in my hip and butt area and it's really loose in my thighs. Like I can't get an even nice fit. It's just, it's really depressing shopping for clothes. And being a big chested girl, a lot of things I can't shop for online. I'm kind of with Arminthia. I can shop for t-shirts and I can shop for shoes, but I can shop for tennis shoes and I can shop for flats. I can't shop for boots online because I have big calves. And so if it's like, I have a pair of really cute boots downstairs that I got for Christmas and I can't wear them because I've got to lose some of my calf to be able to zip them up, which sucks. So yeah, it really does suck. And I ended up buying a pair of jeggings because I was like, oh, these are going to be so cute. I put them on in the store. They felt great. I cannot wear them out because 4 or 5, maybe 6 steps anywhere in them, I'm having to pull them up because they start creeping down and I start looking like a plumber because my butt crack is showing, or I'm trying to walk out of them, or go ahead, laugh it up, ladies, laugh it up. It's terrible.
Hey, at least you can cover a plumber's crack. It's harder to cover a blow pop shape, okay?
Yeah. Well, and that's where jeggings kind of have an issue because I've worn these jeggings 3 times in my life. Most of them have been at the house because I made the mistake of wearing them out once in public, and I ended up trying to get out of the car to get a cart, and I was like, nope, got to go home and change. And the 3rd time wearing them, I'm busting out the seam in the thigh area because they're so snug in the thighs that it's like, okay, we're not going to work right now. So, note to anyone with big thighs, big hips, or big butt, don't buy jeggings. Just save yourself that kind of hassle.
That was nice. Patriot in the Dark says he hasn't looked at clothes in over 10 years. Oh. I'm going to leave that one alone.
Yeah.
And then your website says that's why he quit wearing jeggings too.
I bet those were his nice leg days.
Yeah.
So
that's the same thing with leggings. I don't wear leggings for almost the same reason because that's basically what jeggings are. Plus, you have absolutely no pockets.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking because if you put me in a pair of leggings, somebody would take my photo to be on those Walmart people.
Be the next crazy meme on Instagram.
Yeah. So that's a negative. Not going to happen. So anyway.
Yeah, I'm not wearing most jegging. Oh, I ain't wearing jeggings at all, but I'm not going to wear a lot of those types of clothes for a while. So we can already go ahead and say that
shopping sucks.
Shopping
sucks.
Yes. Shopping sucks, and nobody is the same when it
No
comes
one.
to shopping.
Hey, now, when I lose a little bit more, I am going to, I'm going to start shopping.
Good luck.
I didn't say it was. I
Shopping
didn't say.
sucks no matter what size you are.
Well, it does, but it gets easier for me once I get a little smaller. It actually gets easier, and this is going to sound really bad, but once I get smaller, it's something my husband enjoys doing with me.
Not mine. Usually, if I have to go to like Kohl's or somewhere, he'll be like, "All right, I'm gonna sit in the car." So he, every now and then he'll go in, but unless he, especially if he wants like a pair of jeans or he's looking for something for him. But most times he just sits out in the car and just says, "Okay," and then he'll call me a million times. "Are you done yet? Are you done yet?" And it's usually when I have a kid there and they're trying stuff on. I'm like, "No, I'm not done yet."
Or you get one leg into a pants and their phone starts ringing like, are you done yet? No, I'm just now trying to put my leg into the pants. Can you call back in a little while?
I just go by myself. It doesn't matter.
I usually do too, because it takes me a while to find something that I like, and then it takes me even longer to find something in my size. And then it takes me like 40 minutes trying on all the clothes that I think are going to fit me.
Oh no, I take a bunch of clothes with me to the shopping room and then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm done here. And then I get disgusted with it and then I just like, okay, now I'm done. Typically. That's the way it's been. Yeah.
I'm one that I take like 10 items with me. And I start at one, and if I get to like pants number 4 and they don't fit, then I'm like, screw this, I'm going to go eat ice cream.
Seriously, somebody got a cupcake out there for me? I need a cupcake.
Right.
I really want a cupcake.
Brownie, cupcake, something.
Oh no,
throw the girl something.
No, I want a cupcake. I want the frosting. Okay. I want the cupcake. I want a cupcake.
Next month, when you come out to Oklahoma, I will bring you some cupcakes.
Did you hear that, Clover? I'm getting cupcakes.
And depending on how you act between now and then, she may not share with you.
Well, he's been telling me no for like 3 days because I've been like, I want a cupcake. I want a cupcake. And he's like, do you see a cupcake here?
Now, your problem's going to be is that you're going to have to tell my husband to stay out of them.
As long as you put frosting on it, he won't eat it.
Mine's not too much about cupcakes, but if it was donuts, I wouldn't even make it to Tulsa with it.
Oh my God! There's a Krispy Kreme in Tulsa.
Have you ever tried? Have you ever tried Hertz donuts?
No, but
heard of it?
No, but Krispy Kreme right off the conveyor belt, hot where they melt in your mouth. Oh my God!
Yeah.
See, I'm such a fat girl. Do you not hear me? I'm such a fat girl.
I love going by them when they have
you're making my line. You're making my mouth water, and it sucks.
But this Hertz donut, they're open 24 hours. I'm not too fond of it. I mean, they have all these different. You have to look them up. They have like one of their donuts is like maple and it's covered in bacon, and they have all these different varieties that you wouldn't see in a normal donut shop. Just look at Perch Donuts. Look at some of the ones they have, and it's just.
She said bacon and donut.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like a maple bar with. It's just like covered with bacon.
Fat girl's dream right there.
I know, right?
2 favorite foods: bacon and donuts.
Hey, Stacy, your website's asked if there's a vegan cupcake place in Oklahoma City. Oh, he's saying there is one.
There is one. I've never heard.
Oh, he's saying there is one. Oh, that's cool. That would be cool. Interesting.
I'm gonna have to try that when we go to Tulsa.
And Tardot, my husband eats cupcakes without frosting.
I'm sorry, what?
My husband eats cupcakes without the frosting. So if I ever make cupcakes for my husband, they get no frosting.
That's not a cupcake. That's a freaking muffin.
Pretty much. Usually I add like extra icing.
Your
The
husband doesn't like cupcakes. He likes muffins. There's a difference. Cupcake has icing.
I think one of my kids, I mean, they eat the icing, but I think maybe the oldest would rather have just the no icing on it. I think it's the oldest.
I think my son, he eats all the icing off the cupcake and then leaves the cupcake for like an hour or so. And then he comes back to it and he's like, okay, can I have more icing on it? I'm like, no, it's a cupcake. Just eat the cupcake.
Well, our son, he won't eat anything like you make like a vanilla cake or a cupcake or frosty or whatever. He won't eat any of it unless it's chocolate. He will not eat it unless it's like a chocolate cake or a chocolate cupcake. He does not like the vanilla or the other flavors you get. Red velvet, he won't eat red velvet.
See, my daughter's weird. She doesn't really eat cupcakes, cookies, cake. I don't even think that she really likes ice cream. Like, I think there's something wrong with her.
Well, anyway, just so y'all know, I have actually lost 60 pounds. So, yes, I am like a little fat girl over here. So, me just kind of like wanting a cupcake is just, yeah.
It's okay.
Nope.
We still love you.
No, I don't eat one all the time. But every now and then, yes, it's nice to have one. So, just a little fat girl over here. So, forgive me.
Well, that's like anybody. As long as you have it in moderation, don't, not like every day or.
Hey, did you hear that, Clover? She said moderation. That means we could go get
That means
no
go
place.
get your wife a cupcake before she cuts you.
I would not do that, but okay.
You're nicer than I am.
It's funny because I'm looking at my husband and be like, you get me a cupcake before I cut you.
Anyway.
So, before we get too off topic.
Exactly.
How have y'all experienced this when it comes to losing weight? How has it gotten harder with age? I feel like I just said that really confusing.
Well,
now you just made it sound like we were both ancient.
Well,
I've had issues losing it the older I get. Whatever. Shut up. You're lucky I love you.
I think one of the first things to go is energy.
Definitely.
The older you get, the less energy you really want to have. And you have, especially like, I still have kids at home, so I'm still constantly going to football games, going to cheer practice, picking them up from cheer practice. One's doing trap shoots. I have, picking them up from there, and one that goes to church on Wednesday nights, and picking her and her friends up after church. And I still have, a lot of, going to the store, cleaning here, and it's like, you don't have time to try to exercise if you want to go for a long walk, and it's like it gets harder. You have no energy, and your body and metabolism just slows down to begin with.
Yeah, totally. I think for me, my issue is that with my age, the older I get, I've had other health related things come up. In addition to just the fact that as we get older, it gets a little harder. Everything that Stacy just said, your metabolism slows. You just don't have the energy that you had when you were young. So, between those things, as we get older, our joints don't work quite as well as what they used to. So, after a long day of running all over the goodness. After a long day of running all over the unit, I mean, my feet and my hips, because I've had some injuries and stuff, but my feet and my hips just, I mean, just they kill me. I've had plantar fasciitis, and with my back injuries, I had actually developed bursitis. Couldn't even think there for a second. But with bursitis, and it's weird for someone in their mid 30s to have bursitis. When I was younger, I mean, the only people we saw with bursitis were, man, people in their 60s and 70s. So, but I got to where I walked funny for so long. And so that's why I said, I mean, I have other issues as I get older that have affected me more. And even though my back doesn't bother me as much, it does from day to day, which is, and I know I'm skipping ahead a little, Jess, but it kind of all relates. With my weight loss, which has been one of my issues too, that as I lose weight, I had gotten to where my back didn't hurt, but as I lose weight, my back hurts a little bit. Some days are better than others because my body is having to adjust. The way I stood when I weighed almost 300 pounds is not the same way I stand or carry myself now. And so my muscles are having to correct or to realign and, make up for what I'm doing right now. So those are issues. And people used to make fun of me like, okay, so if I didn't have to be at work until 7, but I would get up at 4, well, I may get up an hour before I have to leave for work. Well, I can get ready for work in 30 minutes. Well, why do you get up so early? Well, because by the time I get out of bed in the morning, I look like I'm 70 because it'll take me 10 minutes to be able to stand up straight. So.
Yeah, it does have a factor because I had back surgery back in 2009, and I went to work with my husband for 2 years, a couple years later doing construction. So it was going up and down ladders, lifting the generator, carrying stuff in a house, stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. So now I have, herniated disc again. I have sciatica. I was getting cortisone lumbar injections for a while. They didn't work, trying to avoid surgery. So, I've had a few other surgeries. So yeah, all of that plays a factor because having the back pain now and the sciatica limits what exercises or what stuff you can do until you can build up your back muscles to not, be in pain. Because, I worked with him for 2 days a week or two ago, and it was just doing siding, just, no heavy lifting, just going up and down ladders. And within like 4 days after that, I ended up having real bad sciatica, and I was literally limping on my right leg for like 5 days because it hurt so bad. So
I get that because it gets to where I can't, like, I can't sleep on my side for very long. Like, I'll get comfortable, and then as soon as my husband cuddles up to me and just all he has to do is lay his arm across me, and I'm in an excruciating pain. Okay, gotta move.
Yeah.
And just that little bit of pressure, and it's like, oh my God, this is killing me. So I get that.
Well, I can't lay on a certain side. If I lay on my right side and try and lay down, even if I'm like halfway on my stomach, which I will in the middle of the night, I'll go to that side. Well, I'll wake up and can literally barely walk because it hurts so bad. And for a while there, they gave me one medicine which was an arthritis medicine, another one that was a muscle relaxer that I had to take one of each at night. Because for a while there, when I woke up, it was literally, would get up and I'm literally bent over, and it takes about 20 to 30 minutes once you get up to kind of work itself out where you can, stand and not be in pain.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure you're like me. And steroids. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've probably taken steroids,
Yeah.
steroid injections. Um, Lyrica was an issue for me. Like they put me on Lyrica for my pain. I was on gabapentin and it didn't do anything, but then they put me on Lyrica, and in a month, and I'm serious, in 1 month, I had gained 35 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that bad. Just the side effects from the medicine.
Yeah. I was mostly just getting. I mean, I've taken steroids, the steroids before, but like this last few times, because my husband's cousin is an orthopedic, about 30 miles from me, so that's who I was going to. Um, so he was doing the lumbar cortisone injections,
Uh-huh.
and the first one worked for about 2 or 3 months, and so I went back to do the second one. The second one didn't work at all, and so I kind of just took a break from it for a while. But yeah, um, that doesn't help either. I mean, even with the cortisone shots, his grandma's getting cortisone shots, and she's convinced that, you know, you gain weight just from the cortisone shots.
Definitely.
So, but yeah, it plays a big, huge factor because it limits, what you can do. Because even now, being on my feet for, a long period of time. When we went to the NRA, we literally walked miles in that place. And there was just times I'm like, okay, I have to sit down for a little while because, I was already getting pain on one side. The left side, I get numb on the top side, just nothing that hurts. But, it's like, okay, I got to sit down. So, usually we went there and we ended up getting a jacuzzi suite just because I knew I was going to be sore by the end of the night and I could soak in that jacuzzi. So, the rest of the time I make, my husband give me back massages, which feels good. So, but yeah, it sucks.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was kind of zoning out, thinking about stuff. I was like,
Jesse.
I was thinking, do I keep talking?
Jesse.
sorry, y'all. I had a moment.
Well, I was getting ready to start singing, and I figured I would lose everybody in the chat room if I started singing.
What is it? There's a song. I was thinking Waterboy. Never mind.
Okay.
Well, no, she said it sucks, and I was thinking it sucks, and the way she said it, it made me think. What is it? What is it that he sings? What is it? Gatorade sucks, or it's water sucks? Water sucks.
I think it's water.
Boy.
Yeah, I think it's water.
It just made me think of that. I'm so sorry. That was total squirrel. Sorry. Okay, I'll let it go.
That's okay. For me, I haven't really had many health issues. I mean, I've had health issues, but most of the stuff that I had with weight gain was like different birth controls. I tried
Yeah, but you're also like what, half our age?
No, she's not half.
She's about how old she is.
She's about 10 years younger than us.
Oh, that's not too bad.
I'm in my 30s. I'll admit to that.
That's about like my husband's age, because my husband's 8 years younger than me.
I'm a proud 41, okay? I don't mind saying that. I'm a proud 41.
I'm a proud 21.
Did you say 21?
I said 21.
Okay, see.
Yeah, no, I had 3 little babies at the house. No, we're not going backwards.
No. I was not looking forward to hitting 30. And because my husband and I are only 6 months apart, he hit 31, 32 I'm 33, and apparently I have to also. So there's
Yeah.
that.
See, I'm also actually 41, but it's like wait till you turn 40, because my husband went and went him and the girls went and bought tons of over the hill stuff, and that was what my birthday consisted of. As everything was over the hill.
See, I'm weird though. Like I was not looking forward to my 30s, but I'm looking forward to like my 40s, 50s, 60s. I'm even looking forward to my 70s because Tardot and I like I'm starting to appreciate the grays. I mean, not mine, but his. Um, so I figure the more that he gets,
I need
I'm
to
gonna
mute because
truly appreciate. You need to mute.
I'm so laughing at you. Oh my gosh.
I call them my glitter highlights um, because I like to think that I'm so fabulous that my hair sparkles, but my husband does not see it that way.
Mine doesn't either. He's constantly like, "Oh, look, you got a gray hair," and he like plucks it out.
Why do they do that? I mean, don't they know that 5 more are going to grow back? It's just rude. And mine refuses to accept the fact that he gave me most of them.
Oh my
Mine
gosh.
gave me all of them.
Well, I had a few before I got
Okay.
married to him. Then they
So
just multiplied.
so my husband actually mentioned today the idea of actually dyeing his gray hair.
Why?
Just because.
Okay.
It would be cool. And
Yeah,
he could cover all that gray up and stuff.
probably look a little younger.
Okay. I'm
My
following.
my mom did for a long time, and she finally just turned 70 and says, "That's good."
I'm not covering mine. I'm
But
not.
see, if mine grew in like yours does, I would totally rock it because yours is awesome. Mine look like a glitter crown. Well, depending
But
on how the light hits it.
but as far as talking about age and stuff, just so y'all know, Clover and I are actually going to eat lunch at school on Wednesday with our grandbaby for the first time ever for Grandparents' Day.
Aw.
Aw, that's
We
awesome.
I don't know if he's excited, but I'm excited. It's so cool.
See, we're the same age, but I have yet to have any grandkids.
Well, you have to realize that I also started like really young.
I started when I was
So,
well. See, I have two older ones that live in California, and they're in their early 20s. And they don't have any because I started at 17 too.
well, I started a year before that.
Well, I was 17. Yeah, yeah, 17. I think I just turned 17, and when I got pregnant.
So you get it.
Oh yeah.
Well, we inherited some, but oh my god, they're my babies. They are so my babies.
And
And
they're
I didn't
totally
get to.
cute.
They are. They are. They're my girls. They are so my girls. So anyway, anyway. So to wrap up tonight,
Okay, sounds good. We will leave our others for
I
next
dropped.
week.
I dropped my phone. Sorry.
hey, we actually got through most of it.
We did. I'm super excited. Um, so let's run it through the room before we shut this down. Do y'all have anything going on this week that y'all would like to share? Let's start with Stacy.
Not much. Thanks for inviting me on here, and my husband's doing a live show on Saturday, and that's pretty much about it.
Awesome. Well, we love having you. How about you, Arminthia?
Well, this is my long work week. I think I work every day but two.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
But we get to have lunch with the grandbaby, and then we'll have on Wednesday, and then on Thursday, I'll actually keep the other grandbaby. So, at some point, I'm going to try to fit some videos in. I made some homemade lasagna. Not some lasagna. Oh my gosh, why am I thinking lasagna? I made some homemade enchiladas. Total comfort food. And I videoed clips of it. So I was going to put it together. But it may go on my channel. But it'll be cool.
Awesome. So everyone will definitely have to go check that out.
It's like you'll see why I keep Clover happy. Or how, anyway.
So, real quick, for me, I'm going to try to do a range bag dump video at some point. It's coming up week. Since our other gun gal Liz challenged us to it, and I actually found my bag yesterday. So we will have to do that video. Other than that, I don't really have much going on this week. I might do a video on the tree that fell earlier tonight. We've been getting a lot of crazy wind.
I totally need to do that range bag video too. So,
well, so everyone can, keep a lookout. We will have some interesting stuff being dumped out of our bags. For all of y'all out there, if you're new to Gun Gals, we would like to invite you to like our Facebook page, and for the ladies, find our Facebook only Gun Gals group on Facebook. Our group is where ladies can ask questions or share experiences with other gun carrying ladies, as well as keep our discussions going throughout the week. So definitely check it out. Real quick, we want to give a shout out to Gun Channels. If you haven't yet, check out Gun Channels. It's an online 2A community where we can share and connect with other like-minded members. We stream live there as well as here every Sunday at 9 p.m. Central Standard. If you haven't yet, also take a moment to go check out Gun Gal's SpreadShirt, where we have tons of ways for you to support Gun Gals while looking fabulous. You can find us at the link posted below. Thank you for joining us for this week's episode of Gun Gals Live. Next week, we will be talking about diet and all the other things that we didn't get to tonight.
oh, yes.
Oh.
Yay.
Yay.
Lots of fun.
We would love your input for content you would like to see from the Gun Gals on our live show and the rest of our channel. You can share your ideas or just send us love at info@gun-gals.com. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight, and we will see y'all on the next video. Bye, guys.
Night.
Oh, that's my cue, right?
Yep.
2A, every